Aloha, this is Dr. Martina, your online sex therapist and sex educator. Let me ask you a question. If you're part of the dating world right now, looking for a partner, looking for love, a relationship, do you bring up the topic of sex? Do you think it's awkward to bring up the topic of sex, or do you struggle with the timing of it? The reason why I'm asking you this question is because these are questions that come up a lot with my clients in therapy. When to bring up the topic of sex while they're dating, or why to bring it up at all. So I decided to do this video to help you with this probably awkward part of dating. Now I understand that you don't even know yet, possibly, that you want to have sex with this person. So why put yourself in this awkward moment? I get that, but there is some interest there. Otherwise this date wouldn't happen, that you both want to get together. And who knows, maybe you're smitten by the person that sits across from you, and then you want to be prepared. You want to have your quote-unquote sales pitch down about who you are as a sexual being. I understand we fear this conversation. We fear being judged, misunderstood, and labeled as ultimately undateable. I mean, who wants that? So we keep this little secret of our relationship to our sexuality all to ourselves, and then we don't bring it up. And then we fall into a trap of never bringing it up, and then we wonder why our sex life is not the way we want it to be. That's why I think it's an excellent opportunity for you to become transparent and to become clear about how vital sex is for you in a relationship, and how important the passion that you have for sex is being recognized. And it is an opportunity to be straightforward, not just to your date, but being straightforward with yourself. So how do you become clear and transparent with your passion or your importance of sex in a relationship? Let me break it down to you. I have some questions that you can ask yourself. So the first question you can ask yourself is, how do I think about sex? In other words, what are my sexual morals? Is sex a good thing for me? Is sex a good thing for everyone? Can I have sex outside of the marriage? Can I have sex just for pleasure? These are questions that you can ask yourself so you can describe to your date about what your sexual morals are. It could be as simple as, I like sex, sex is good for me, and sex is everyone's birthright. So spend some time with this question so you can find your own words on how you think about sex at this point in your life. So the next question is, how do I feel about sex? Check in with yourself about the joy of having sex, the joy of sexual desire, the exciting thing about attraction. You may want to talk about how you feel about the gender that you are, or just about the pleasure that you feel when your body's being played with, or the joy that you experience when you excite your lover's body. If sex is important to you, then how you feel about sex has a lot to do with joy. So the third question you want to ask yourself is about sexual functioning. Reflect on how exciting it is for you to be with a new body, to learn about a new body, to learn how to pleasure this new body, and also to learn or to teach this new person in your life how to pleasure your body. How to discuss orgasms and arousal is a very exciting thing between lovers. Reflect on all of that. So the fourth and last question I want you to reflect on is on the importance of sex in a relationship and what that means for you. I want you to reflect on masturbation, how that feels for you, and then on how it feels to have sex with somebody, maybe a one-night stand, a stranger, that can be delicious and exciting, and how important sex becomes with somebody that you love, and how the experience of having sex with somebody that you love is something that cannot be matched with any other experience we have with our human bodies. Reflect on that so you can present that part of being sexual, the sex in a relationship. So another question is when they have this conversation. Well, that is completely up to you. I would think that you can have this conversation when you're comfortable to do your sales pitch, when you're comfortable showing yourself as a sex positive person, when you don't care about judgment because you're okay with who you are. And also you may want to have a dialogue with your partner about this, with your date about this. You want to ask them the same questions. You'll be amazed what can come out of a conversation that is fueled with so much clarity and honesty. So if you're someone that is in the dating world right now out there and is dealing with this like a lot of us are, please contact me if you struggle finding your own words, and I will help you with that. I'm looking forward to hear from you. You take care.